Corey, what's up, man? You're on Hormozi Hotline.
Hey, man, what's going on?
I'm cruising and bruising.
Hell yeah.
What kind of
that's what I'm
saying
talking
is
about.
that?
All right, talk to me. What's the business? What do you sell? How much you make? All that good stuff.
Yeah, so we're an HVAC cleaning business.
Okay.
We're doing currently on track right now for this year for 1.8.
All right, 1.8 top line.
Welcome back to Daily Revenue Report. This is about to get insane. Alex Hormozi jumps into a live discussion with an HVAC business owner doing about $1.8 million a year, and he calls out the real bottleneck that's secretly killing their growth. It's not what you think, though. This high-level breakdown, Alex Hormozi reveals how to scale, hire faster, and build a machine that prints cash. If you want raw, unfiltered business strategy from people like Alex Hormozi himself, you need to see this. So hit that subscribe button because we drop videos like this every single day.
Got it. What's bottom line?
Bottom line right now is roughly 450 to 500.
Nice, solid, good. Okay. What
Good
is
for a service
you must have
business,
been
yes.
consuming my stuff for a while. Okay.
Good amount of time.
Good.
Inspiration.
No, I love it. Okay, so what's the thing that's holding you back? Is it not enough technicians, or is it not enough leads?
It's now it's still leads a little bit. We're always looking for more because we're currently always hiring.
Okay.
So we are now putting on a technician probably one every 3 to 4 months.
Okay, got it. So what's the constraint of the business right now?
Now, hiring HVAC employees is tough because they're expensive and they're picky because they know that they can get a job pretty much anywhere because an HVAC employee produces maybe $200,000 a year in revenue. And, I mean, at most, they're costing you about $100K when you factor in taxes and insurance and all that. So it makes the business owners a lot of money, and so they know their worth, and it's hard to find them. There's not as many of them as you would like there to be when you're an HVAC business owner. So that's probably the constraint, but let's see what this guy has to say for himself.
What's holding you
Right
back from doing twice as much?
Right. So right now is definitely leads.
Okay.
So we just, per our cash cow event that we had with you, the one thing that we really dissected was our third-party marmarketing.
Corey, I didn't realize that this was that Corey. All right, rock and roll, Corey. Yeah, I remember everything. I didn't know. I had Corey. That's all I had. And Corey and HVAC. No. But you're in duct cleaning, which is a little unique. All right. I remember.
Yeah, that's right.
Now I've changed my mind because HVAC, duct cleaning isn't really HVAC. He said HVAC cleaning. Okay, I get it. Duct cleaning is a very interesting business. I almost went into this business because you can charge anywhere from like $200 to $300 on the average house, and it only takes you like 30 minutes to an hour to actually clean the ducts. And if you don't know what we're talking about, in your house, if you have a washer and a dryer, the dryer has a duct and it collects dust, right? And then that dust can actually be flammable and it can literally burn your house down. So it's very much needed. Now, the problem with the business is usually you only get your ducts clean about once a year. You're supposed to do it more, but most people only do once a year. And so you have to take your once a year customers and you have to turn them into recurring annual customers. Then you have a real business. If you're always chasing new customers, your cost of acquisition is too high. But it sounds like this guy has a good, healthy net profit margin. So he probably is turning these customers into yearly recurring customers.
So, all right. So what's holding it back?
Yeah, so right now we just got rid of our old marketing company, so we went with a new third party now. They're great. A lot of track record. It's kind of a higher echelon of what is in our market.
Okay.
So we actually have our CMO that worked with them previously in her past company.
Yeah.
She took them from $2 million a month to $2 million a year to $2 million a month.
Great.
So now we reunited them. So they are super excited to all work together again.
Great.
But yeah, I mean, super right now is we're trying to just lock in on leads again. We are redoing the website. We're redoing a lot of our ads and kind of reconfiguring things.
Yeah.
And just like we talked about in our cash cow is
He
He hasn't answered
I'll
the basic
spend
question yet.
unlimited ad spend as long as it makes sense and makes money, right?
Yeah. So what's holding you back?
So,
Or this
He's asked for the
right
third
now, we're
time
working
now.
on leads. Yeah, so we're working on leads right now, and then finding the real constraint is finding enough technicians that to fit our feed and what we do. So a big part of what we do is education.
Yeah.
And all of our employees right now, there's none of them that have a HVAC background at all.
Yeah.
So it's been really interesting to kind of train people up from the ground zero, which has also been great.
Yeah, but you get way
They
better
don't have
margins.
bad
They learn it
habits,
your
but-
way. So there's advantages. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so do you need more leads or do you need more technicians?
Fourth time.
Definitely more leads first. So technicians were good right now. Definitely more leads.
Well, if you're already redesigning all your funnels and your offers and you're about to turn on a bunch of ads, I don't know if the first thing I want to do is just say, like, let's stop all that. Like, I think you need to do that, right?
Yeah.
And so I think you need to let the dust settle from that change. Like one of the big things that Layla says a lot, which I really appreciate, is you never want to solve the same problem twice. And so it's like sometimes it's like if we have a 3-month solution to a problem, if we're 1 month in and the problem isn't solved, it makes sense though because we're still working on it. It's a 3-month solution. It's like it's going to take us 90 days. And so sometimes we want to solve the same thing like multiple ways when really the first thing was the right thing. It's just going to take 90 days.
Couldn't have said it better
exactly.
myself.
So if these guys were able to scale the other business, from $2 million a year to $2 million a month, it sounds like they already have, whatever their playbook is on the lead side. So I'm going to just assume, just for the sake of our conversation, because it's going to get too granular that I can do over the phone without seeing what I'd be looking at, like super tactical headlines and moving, all that kind of stuff. Transitioning over to the supply side, because assuming that works, you're going to be quickly supply constrained, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So what is your lead gen funnel for the technicians?
So right now, we are currently going on Facebook groups and stuff of that nature, and we're also we're almost recruiting and like reaching out to other companies. So when we see posts or things from other technicians, or when my technicians are out in the field and they see other companies, those guys are coming out to us of like, hey, I've never heard of you guys. What do you guys do? And they see what we're doing and they want to be involved. So they're just not happy where they are and they're looking for us. But we have to be careful with that too.
Yeah.
All of those things are good things. There's nothing wrong with doing those things. But it's like you're a $1.8 million company. This is how a brand new company does marketing to get customers. You're not a brand new company. I know you're not looking for customers, but you need to step this up. You need a whole lead funnel. I mean, if you run Facebook ads for hiring, they do phenomenal. Why do they do phenomenal? Because it's all about LTV to CAC. But the LTV of an employee is insanely high. Like if you're cleaning let's say 20 ducts a week with one person, that's $4K a week, right? $4 to $5K a week. That's about 200 to 250 grand a year. How much you paying this guy? How much your ads cost? You're making at least 50 grand a year off each employee. At minimum. So if that's the case, if it costs you 10K and your employee only stays with you for 1 year, you're straight. So literally it could cost you $10,000 to get an employee on Facebook ads, a good employee, and you would still make a ton of money. That's why Facebook ads kill it for hiring.
Well, all right. So we have a couple, like you need to increase, like you're going to need to, you need to go from, one, what do you say? One every 3 or 4 months is what you said?
One a quarter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're going to 12X, you're going to have to go one every 3 or 4 months to like almost, it's 12 times that. So if you did one a month, it would still be only, 3 times that. So it's going to be closer to one a week.
Yeah. 3 or 4 a month.
To sustain the volume. So we need to build that machine like
That's
soon.
a lot.
And so we have to think about a more scalable way of acquiring them. And so I think part of it is, do you have the economics around how much an HVAC technician makes you?
Ooh, let's hear it.
Yeah.
These are the real numbers.
So an average technician around us makes anywhere between 50 and 70.
They make that much money. That's their pay.
Okay.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's
And that costs between 75 and 100 when you consider taxes, payroll taxes, insurance, stuff like that.
salary is, I'm going to say 60K. Okay. Got it. How much gross profit does a technician bring in for you? Or I guess take out cost of the materials, right? So take out material costs. How much does it make? And then I'll subtract out their salary.
Let's just call it, 180 to 200.
I know my home service industries, bro. I know my home service industry business. I called that.
All right. So 200K. All right. Well, it's already 30%, which is already kind of high. Because I was like, is there a way that we can? Well, what commission are you giving to bring them in? How much are you willing to
So
spend
we're not
to
doing
acquire?
commission.
No. How much are you willing to spend
Right,
to
yeah.
acquire a tech?
Well, right now we've actually had to outsource from different states, so we're offering like relocation,
Yeah.
packages in order to get them here.
Yeah.
Because we live in a lot of retirement communities
Yeah.
and stuff like that, so the people that we're looking for is kind of hard sometimes. So,
Yeah.
we offer up to $10,000 of relocation.
Okay.
And then, like I said, we try to get them rocking and rolling.
Yeah. So I think we just have to be a little bit more violent. I think you have the right strategy. I think it's just
Yes.
a volume thing. Like,
Violence.
you're reaching out, like, it's like, how many recruiters do we have? How many we ask them for? Can we get them to get us more? Thing one. Thing two, like, you're going in communities, but how many? How often? Like, are they on like, where's the best pool? Because they all hang out somewhere, right? So where do they hang out?
It's almost like Alex Hormozi is saying the same advice that he always says. Just do more. Go harder. He says it all the time. Just do it, guys.
That's a good question. I gotta deep dive into that.
We solve that, you
Not
make
too
like
sure, 'cause
$50
they're all
million.
working. They're all typically working. That's where it's like, especially with us.
No, but they hang out
down
online,
south,
dude. Everybody hangs out online.
yeah.
Entrepreneurs are always working. Okay, but they hang out online. So that, like, don't, like, there's somewhere they hang out.
True.
Groups, forums, associations, discords, school communities, like, they're
Yeah.
somewhere.
Gotcha.
So I'd be looking at the trades groups in general, like, look broader, because you train these guys from scratch anyways, right?
Yep.
Right.
Which is a
And
huge
do you,
pro.
like, I mean, you train them from scratch because, like, do you need them to be existing techs? Can you just get anyone to do it?
I hire for personality more than anything.
Well, dude, I mean, then why are we, I mean, like, you don't need to be looking cross state. I mean,
ads.
like,
Telling
this
you.
this to me sounds like an ad thing. So I'd be running, like, Indeed.
It's almost like I've watched Alex Hormozi for years and tons of his videos. I just know what he's going to say next.
And, like, Facebook Marketplace or whatever ads, and then I'd be running them to a group interview, because that'll make it efficient for you. Just group interviews. Just do, one group interview, group interviews a week. 10 people on. Assume only 30% are going to show. So it's like, get 30 people booked for each of the times. So it's like 60, 60-ish leads confirming, which will probably take you 5 times that or more. So 300 leads a week, coming in off of Indeed ads. Do a 50-mile radius around your location.
Okay.
And I would be group interviewing, and then off the group interview, we're talking like 1 or 2 minute, you catch a vibe pretty quick, right? And then you do a one-on-one with them after that, and that'll allow you to triage through a shitload of applications. This is a low-skilled role.
Makes sense.
This is a low-skilled role. I wouldn't be recruited from out of state for this. Just low-skilled role. You need to be spending like a ton of money on. I mean, a ton is relative, right? Like, if you're willing to spend $10,000, which I think is the right way to think about this, dude. If you spend $10,000 a month, you're gonna get way more than one technician on ads. Way more.
Right.
Right. So I don't even think you need to do much. Like, I mean, it's good that you're doing that, but I think you have to build the recruiting process for this business, because if the girl and the reuniting with the agency or whatever, they worked together before, they already know how the sales motion and the acquisition works. So you're gonna have to 12x your acquisition of talent. So this is another machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
The good news is he already did it on the customer side with this company. So you could just go find another company to do this for you, and it'd be a way easier job anyway, or just do it yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's very helpful. I mean, like I said, it's the biggest thing that we're trying to do is just kind of grow our team, and like I said, just making sure that the right people on our team, because especially with our industry as a whole, it's very important that we do the right kind of work.
No, you're good. And you want to, if you're catching for attitude, right, which is what you're looking for, like, just cast the net broad. Talk to as many people as you can. That's all we're doing here. Talk to as many people as you can.
Yeah.
You catch a vibe real quick, move them in.
Yep.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's very helpful.
All right. Rock and roll, Corey. Appreciate you.
You just saw how Alex Hormozi breaks down scaling a business from the real bottleneck, which is leads, hiring, and building a machine that actually grows. So you already know this. This isn't basic advice. This is next level execution. So we're going to bring you more raw, unfiltered insights from people like Alex Hormozi and other real entrepreneurs every single day to help you make money and scale faster. So hit that subscribe button because we drop videos like this every single day.